Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to the channel. You know it's your boy Anime King, and today we're finally going to be releasing part 23 of What If Naruto was Madara grandson. You guys destroyed the light goal, completely destroyed. So today light goal is gonna be 420. Get this one to 420 and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible. And go check out the what ifs I did yesterday, and thank you all for the 4,000 subscriber. Road to 5,000 is on. Thank you all for the support this far. Thank you all for helping me out, commenting, liking. Thank you all. So before this video starts, while you're watching the intro, go and click that subscribe button. Click that subscribe button guys, and yeah, keep on make the channel grow. And thank you all for your support. Share to all of your friends on your social media platform. Like goal 420, and let's get straight into it. Play the intro. So in the last part, you guys can switch across and check out the playlist, but in the last part, just gonna give you a quick summary. Naruto faced off against Neji, and after disrespecting Neji and humiliating him, Naruto win the battle because of his chakra chains holding Neji. Neji couldn't even move. And Naruto already know that Orochimaru planned to take on the leaf today. He already knew everything that was going to happen, but he wanted it to play out. He's not gonna tell Leaf anything. After Naruto finished beating Neji and he was declared the winner of the battle, he disappeared in a black butterfly. As Naruto appeared, he said, "So, what are you doing here, shameless pervert?" As he appeared right next to Jiraiya, a vein popped out of Jiraiya's head. "Brat, stop calling me that," he said. "Okay, how about pervy sage?" "What?" Jiraiya said. "You're a pervert and a sage, so I'm gonna shorten it and call you pervy sage," Naruto said with laughter in his voice. Kakashi watched the scene unfold in front of him. "What? Jiraiya is a pervert?" Sakura asked in disbelief. Naruto then turned to Sakura. "You know about those adult books Kakashi read in public?" He got a nod from her. "Well, the author of those books is him, pervy sage. And his favorite hobby is peeking on women in bathhouses." Sakura's jaw dropped to the ground after hearing this. She couldn't believe it. Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sannin who she looked up to and heard a lot about, was a pervert. "Damn you brat," Jiraiya thought, as he could feel women near him started to glare at him. Some of them were even leaking a killer intent, hearing about him peeping in bathhouses. "That was a very youthful match, Naruto," Guy yelled as he approached Naruto. He then walked up to Naruto and pulled out a green jumpsuit. "This is youthful dressing for a youthful person like you." Naruto opened his mouth and was about to say something, but he then closed it back. He then sighed and said, "Thanks for the offer, Guy Sensei, but I cannot accept this." "And shouldn't you be checking on your student, Neji? You are unyouthful here to stand and talk to me when your student is badly hurt and need you the most." "You're right, Naruto. Thanks for saving me from being unyouthful," Guy said with a huge smile on his face, as giving Naruto a big thumbs up. And he ran in the direction of the infirmary to go and check up on Neji's condition. "Nice way to avoid Guy," Kakashi said. The proctor then announced the next match will be Sasuke Uchiha versus Gaara. The crowd started to cheer because this was the match they came here to see. "Hey, forehead girl," Ino said to get Sakura attention. "Sasuke's match is going to start soon." Everyone, get ready and prepare to watch the match between Gaara and Sasuke. Instead of looking down at the arena as others, Naruto was looking up at the cage booth. Interesting, he said. Yujito, the container of that cat, and Killer Bee, the container of the ox. Where did you get this information, Naruto? Jiraiya asked, because he was standing right next to him, so he clearly heard when Naruto said Yujito and Bee being a Jinchuriki of the cat on the ox. It was a common knowledge in the cloud, but it wasn't meant to be common in the leaf, so how did Naruto know this? Naruto turned and looked at Jiraiya. Well, I have eyes and ears, he said. Anyway, you shouldn't be wasting your time here. And why is that? Jiraiya asked. Karasu, could you please tell him why? Naruto said. Karasu emerged from the shadow and perched on Naruto's shoulder. Because some sound ninja outside of the village walls are waiting for a signal to summon a giant snake. And other than my master's summons, only your summon is big enough to stop them. Jiraiya's eyes widened, then he asked, where? North side, Naruto answered. He nodded, then he quickly made a few hand signs and disappeared in a puff of smoke. Naruto turned his head to the match to see that the proctor already started a match between Gaara and Sasuke. Sasuke was using his newfound speed. It was nearly speed without his weights on. He was trying to get a blow on his opponent. Not bad, Naruto thought as he turned around to walk away. Naruto, where are you going? Kakashi asked as he saw Naruto going somewhere. Naruto stopped and tilted his head back to look at him. The bathroom, he said. Kakashi nodded as he accepted the answer and went back to watching his other student match. When Naruto reached a certain place, he stopped there and he looked around to find any threats. He found no one as he couldn't sense any other ninjas nearby. Zetsu, he called, and he watched as a white Zetsu clone slowly emerged from the ground. Good, you're on time, Naruto said. He made 5 sets of hand signs and shoved his glowing hand right into Zetsu's chest. Zetsu's form started to shiver and ripple like water. Then it twisted, and in a minute it changed into a perfect replica of him. Naruto pulled back his hand from his special clone's chest. Go and take my place, he ordered. Clone Naruto nodded and said, yes sir. Naruto watched him walk off to the direction of the fight and said, Karasu, stay with him. Yes master, she replied. Naruto's pupil then changed to a blood red color with 3 tomos spinning around him. He then disappeared, sucked into a vortex that opened his right eye. Naruto's clone reached in time to see Sasuke imitating Lee Taijutsu moves on Gaara. Sasuke made a swift kick at the sand clone that Gaara had made earlier. He then delivered another few quick strikes to turn the clone into a pile of sand. He started to run towards the real Gaara with a huge dust trail behind him. Gaara then sent a huge wave of sand towards him. Sasuke disappeared and appeared right behind him, dodging the sand. He then kicked Gaara in the back of the head, sending him back to the other side of the stadium, just like Lee. With his foot up in the air, Sasuke said, what's wrong? Is that your real power? Incredible, most of the Leaf Genins thought who were watching the fight. Sasuke then ran towards the boy without regards this time as he started to run around Gaara and duck under his stand. He then break Gaara's defense and gave him a quick kick and he stood back. Gaara is getting visibly angry of Sasuke hitting him and running away. Sakura then thought to herself, his taijutsu is like Lee and its speed is totally different than before. He's really gotten powerful in that 1 month with Kakashi Sensei. The fake Naruto who was standing beside Kakashi looked impressed. Gaara then raised his hands and sand started to pour in from all directions, creating a huge spear of sand. Sasuke attempted to get in a strike before it closed, but he was nearly impaled by multiple strikes of sand that shot out of the side when he got near it. No, Gaara, not that jutsu, Kankuro thought as his face looked visibly worried, as he had a clue what kind of jutsu Gaara was going to use. Sasuke was looking at the sand around Gaara, trying to find any weakness in breaking it, but he was using all of the sand to protect himself. And it get really hard when it was packed tight with sand. As Sasuke was panting, this was a very absolute defense. A small eye of sand materialized in the air, much to Sasuke's surprise. There's no doubt about it, it is that jutsu, Temari thought. As she panicked, this is bad. Gaara has forgotten about the plan entirely. Sasuke attempted to use his speed and his new form strength to break Gaara's sand defense, only to find none of his effort was working. He moved away from Gaara as he was breathing heavily as he used a lot of his chakra already. As I thought, no good, Sasuke said. He's hiding in there and I don't know what he's doing. But this is the perfect time to use that jutsu, as mine also take a little time as well. Damn it, Gaara, you won't be able to see the signal, said Baki, a Jonin level of the hidden sand. He was their Jonin sensei of the trio team, consists of Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari. Damn it, once he's like this, there's nothing that can be done. Temari cursed as she knew her brother very well. Does Gaara want to mess up the plan? She thought. Shino was in hearing distance, so he heard every word that Temari said. Plan? He thought, wondering what they are talking about. Sasuke then ran high up on one of the walls before stopping, keeping himself rooted with chakra. He held his bandaged arm down to the ground, while the other gripped his wrist tightly. He made some quick hand seals. Everyone was curious what Sasuke was doing. Lightning started to form around his hand, and it was buzzing and chirping like 100 birds. Incredible, you can see the chakra in his hand. What's going on? Sakura thought. He was surprised as well impressed by this. And what is this technique? Kakashi then went on to explain the technique to Sakura, while all of the other genins turned around, interested to hear what it was. After he finished explaining, what is it called? Ino asked. Skipping back to Sasuke as he ran towards Gaara, tearing out the wall and the ground. He was getting closer and closer, and the jutsu screamed like 1,000 birds. Sasuke stabbed the sand with the blade-like jutsu and shouted, Chidori! What an amazing technique, Sakura said as she smiled as she saw Sasuke's technique pierce Gaara's shield. I have got you, Sasuke said. Gaara had never felt anything like this. Never before. He felt a strange sensation in his shoulder. What is this? He said. Mother, what is this? He asked. Outside of the cocoon, in the stadium, everyone could hear Gaara scream, as it sounded very terrifying. He had been wounded for the first time in his life. Blood, my blood, he shouted. Sasuke tried to pull his arm out of the sand, but it wasn't working for him, so he flared his Chidori one more time to escape, noticing a simply demonic arm following him out. It can't be, Temari thought as she saw her brother's blood on the sand. No way, Gaara, he was wounded. The arm then retracted into the sand seal as Sasuke gripped his arm in pure pain. He then saw a large yellow eye shining out of the sand. It looked very demonic. Sasuke shuddered in fear as this was the first time he felt a power like this. Kakashi Sensei, what is going on? Sakura said in fear as she see Sasuke was injured and losing. In a matter of minutes, the whole match has been turned upside down. Kakashi didn't even answer or glance at her. Naruto, he said. Naruto nodded and he answered his sensei and asked question. He's losing control, Naruto said. Hey bro, B said, up in the cage stands. Yes, B, the Raikage replied. He's just like me and Yujito. He's a Jinchuriki too. Yujito nodded and added another thing in that, and he seems to be very unstable. What? The Raikage shouted. He quickly turned his head to look at the Kazekage. Are you out of your mind? You sent an unstable Jinchuriki to participate in the Chunin exam? I am not the only one, the Kazekage said in a strange voice. There is another Jinchuriki in the test, the most powerful tailed beast, and he is from the leaf. Am I right, Hokage? The Kazekage said. Hiruzen nodded his eyes and said, but he is not unstable like your son, as he narrowed his eyes at the Kazekage, unknowing that the Kazekage was killed. So, who was that? The Kazekage smirked inside of his mind and gave the hidden symbol to his man. Did he transform into his complete form? Kankura asked his sister. Temari said, I don't know, but it looks like he's been wounded. This has never happened before. The sand shield crumbled to reveal a bleeding, petrified Gaara. There were no inhuman features on the boy. Sasuke was confused. Naruto then noticed white feathers falling from the sky. It was a fate, Naruto, he noticed this. As a member of the Sound, created a jutsu to put everyone to sleep. The fate Naruto flared his chakra to break the genjutsu around him. Then an explosion in the Hokage's boot. 2. Cover the 3rd Hokage, the 4th Raikage, and even the Kazekage, with their guards in a thick smoke, shocking all of the spectators and the leaf. Jonin, who managed to dispel this genjutsu, didn't know how to react in this situation. Temari and Kankuro used the commotion to get to Gaara, to prevent him from going off the plan any longer. Baki then appeared beside Gaara with his 2 siblings already reached. As they looked down at Gaara, seeing him clench his head in pain. The plan was all messed up. It was impossible to proceed now without Gaara. So what are we going to do? Do it without Gaara? Kankuro shouted, as he didn't know what to do. Aboard the mission, Baki said, without taking his eyes off Genma. You guys take Gaara and retreat. What about you? Temari said. Don't worry, I will join the battle, Baki said. Now go! Immediately, she and Kankuro held on to Gaara and disappeared over the stadium wall. What is going on? Sasuke shouted, getting no response. Then he fell down as an Anbu agent just extracted a huge needle from Sasuke's neck and said, Orochimaru send you his regards. He then jumped aside the masked Anbu to avoid a wind attack fired at him by the fake Naruto. He then turned to Naruto and said, Hello Naruto. Wait a minute. Kabuto? Naruto said. Impressive Naruto, you recognize me. Kabuto said cheerfully, standing over Sasuke's fallen form. He removed his mask. What did you do to him, traitor? Genma growled. Enough with the chit-chat, Baki said as he went to attack Genma and Naruto. And guys, Genma is the proctor for the exam. Naruto sprouted his black chakra chains from his back and buried them into the ground around him. And he put the chain around Sasuke and Genma, forming a chakra chain barrier around him. Baki then slammed into the barrier, preventing him from going any farther. What the hell is this? Baki shouted. He had fallen to the ground because of the impact. He stood up and created a blade of wind with the wave of his hand. The attack slammed into Naruto's barrier but did nothing. Suddenly, 2 chains erupted from the ground and tried to wrap themselves around Kabuto and Baki. Kabuto successfully dodged the chain, but Baki wasn't so successful as the chain wrapped around him and lifted him in the air. Better luck next time, Kabuto said as he used the body flicker jutsu to get out of there. Uzumaki, take the Uchiha to the hospital, Genma ordered. I will handle him. Naruto nodded as he dropped the sand ninja to the ground and bring back the chakra chains to his body. He knelt down to grab Sasuke's shoulder and disappeared with him in a swarm of black butterflies, leaving Genma to deal with Baki from now on. San and Sound Ninja jump in from all directions only to be beaten down, especially by Kakashi and Guy. A large number, Kakashi said, watching a large numbers of San and Sound attack the hidden leaf. But they weren't skilled at all, they were just a large number. Is it a distraction or something? Kakashi said. He then looked up to see the third Hokage trapped inside of a purple barrier. Guy then told Kakashi to look into the barrier. Kakashi's lone eye widened in shock as he shouted, "Orochimaru?" What? Orochimaru? Sakura thought as she looked up into the barrier. She was one of the genins who were able to dispel Kabuto's sleeping genjutsu. Why is he here? Not for us, I hope. Sakura then asked Kakashi what is going on, as he told her that the hidden leaf is being attacked by a combined attack from the sand and the sound. Naruto then appeared there with the unconscious Sasuke. He moved Sasuke's collar to show him a marking growing on his neck. To Kakashi, the sting that Kabuto injected him with, what is that? Naruto asks. Kakashi's lone eye went widened. The curse of Seal of Heaven, he said. Naruto nodded. Kabuto is a traitor. He is responsible for Sasuke's condition. He is one of Orochimaru's followers. Kakashi thought this is bad. But this is the only small problem. Gaara is unstable and we need to stop him before it is too late, Naruto said. So, what is on your mind? Kakashi said, thinking that Naruto would have something in store for Gaara. Naruto then smirked and pulled out a small paper from his pouch, showing it to Kakashi. Kakashi recognized the design on the paper. It looks like a chakra suppression seal, he said, but much more advanced. Yes, this can stop Gaara for now. As he pocketed the seal, Sakura had no clue what they were talking about. Okay, Naruto, but take some genins with you for help. No, Naruto said, they will only slow me down. Before Kakashi could respond or say anything, Naruto backflipped over the railing and started to run after Gaara. Remember guys, this is a fake Naruto. He then looked at Sakura as he saw Naruto fly away on a big raven bird. Sakura, hurry up and wake up Shikamaru. Just because Naruto doesn't want any help doesn't mean we cannot send help. Skipping to the Raikage as Yujito asks, what should we do, Raikage? This is not our village, he said. It is not our fight. He wasn't trapped in the barrier because they use their skills to get out of it, and they know that the third Hokage could too, but they had no idea why he stayed in it and decided to make himself get captured. They watched as the third Hokage threw his Hokage robe as he was wearing his battle armor. Both Orochimaru and the third Hokage consist in a taijutsu battle. Well, Orochimaru said, you are still powerful than I thought, as he looked on the third Hokage. Now, let's see how you handle this. As Orochimaru started summoning, he waved a couple of hand signs and slammed his hand on the ground, and a first coffin started to rose up, then another, and before the fourth one could rose up, the third Hokage waved some hand signs of his own and used his chakra to stop it. There were now 3 coffins standing right in front of the third Hokage. He already sensed their chakra and he could know who was in them. The first coffin opened to show the first Hokage. The second one opened to reveal the second Hokage. And then, when the third one opened, the Raikage got pissed. How dare you? How dare you, Orochimaru? As he looked up on who was in the third coffin, the third person was from the hidden cloud. It was the third Raikage, father of the now Raikage. Raikage turned around and looked at Yujito and Blee. Change of plan, he said. Go and help the Leaf Ninjas defend their home, he said. Bro, but you said it wasn't our fight, Bee said. Yes, it wasn't our fight, but disturbing my father's soul? Orochimaru has overstepped his boundaries. Now it is our fight, the Raikage said as he clenched his fist in anger. I have to find a way to enter inside of the barrier, the Raikage thought, to show Orochimaru what happened when you mess with the hidden cloud. Oh, I can help you with this. As Ryu rose up from the ground like a ghost right in front of the Raikage. Both B and Yujito quickly moved in front of their leader in a defensive position. Ryu, the Raikage said, narrowing his eyes. Hello Raikage, I can help you get inside of this barrier. Hey big bro, be careful around this man, B said. His chakra seems familiar, as he could sense Ryu's chakra. Then B was suddenly in his mindscape talking to the Eight Tails. Even the Eight Tails told Killer B to be careful around Ryu. And then Yujito's cat told her to be careful around Ryu too. What is wrong? Yujito asked without taking her eyes off of Ryu. There is something wrong, Yujito, but I cannot tell you what. Why should I trust you? The Raikage asked. Oh, you can't trust me. A ninja should never be trusted, Ryu said. It's your choice. It is your decision. You can either take the risk or stay here to watch. B. Yujito, stand down, the Raikage said, as he ordered both B and Yujito to go help the members of the Leaf. And then Ryu placed a hand on his shoulder and both him and Ryu were transported inside of the dome by a vortex. Ryu, Orochimaru said with surprise, I didn't think that you will come here to help Sensei. You too, Raikage? You disrespected my father by summoning him here to use him for your own game, the Raikage said, as he really wanted to kill Orochimaru. My reason is different, Ryu said, catching everyone's attention. I didn't want to waste the opportunity to fight with the first Hokage, the person that my grandfather said was his equal. As all three legendary ninjas opened their eyes and stepped out of the coffins. But guys, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see the next part of this, get this to 300 and what? 20 likes. Yes guys, 320 likes and you'll be getting the next part as soon as possible guys. Yeah, destroy like gold. But I'm out for now guys. Peace.